All right, guys. Happy finals, photo 2 and photo 3. This tutorial is just going to walk you through how to create your collage for your typology project. And I do think that the easiest way to do this is through Adobe Spark. It'll be very fast. You can also do this through the Adobe Spark app. So if you've been photographing everything with your mobile device, doing this through the mobile app of Adobe Spark is probably going to be a little bit easier. That app is completely free. And the process is almost still the same. It's just that the buttons of where you find things is a little bit different, so you might just have to kind of dig around. But we're basically going to make a collage. So you're going to come and choose, once you're signed into Adobe Spark, you all should have a Spark account by now. You're going to choose photo collage. You can either do that down here where it says photo collage, or you can come up to the blue plus sign and choose collage. So I'm going to come to photo collage. I'll click here. And then it's going to ask me to upload photos. So if you choose to upload, you would then upload from wherever you're holding your photos, okay? And I'm just going to choose 16 random photos here, because you will need a grid of 16. Okay, so there's my 16 shot. I just took some from them. Obviously, this would be your photos. And then you're going to hit next. Now we're going to select a size. Now, it doesn't really matter what size you select right now, because you will be able to change it later if your images are not laying how you would like for your final typology project. So for now, I'm just going to choose square. I think that's a good place to start. And I'm going to hit next. And then sometimes it takes a couple minutes for it to build your collage. Now, while it's building, you're probably wondering, okay, how do I get my photos over here? Well, you're going to have to move them either from your camera, your device, to your Chromebook or to whatever computer you're using. Okay, so first things first, the very first thing we're going to do is come down here and get rid of the watermark. If yours has a watermark on it, I'm going to make you redo it. Okay, so we're just going to click remove. We're going to hit remove once. It's going to pop up like an ad. Just close the ad. Okay, and then there we go. Okay, so now as you can see, I have this grid layout of 16 images, but they're not laid out in a grid, so to speak. It's not showing them all exact, and that's what we want. We want them to all be identical for this typology project. So the very first thing I'm going to do is come over to background. Okay, it seems counterintuitive. You're like, background, but I'm trying to work with the photos. But you're going to come to background, and here's where we can adjust things. So first off, I can adjust the cell and the border, so I can decide exactly how much white space I have between each image. Maybe I just want the tiniest bit. Okay, I'm going to kind of lower mine. I do like it with a thinner cell border. And then here's what's really important. If you come down, it's going to suggest layouts for you, but then also you can come to grid and you can choose the different grid layouts. So this one right here, I chose perfect squares. Okay, and you could even shuffle your typology images around until you like their layout. Now, if your images do not fit into perfect squares, okay, you need a little bit more. They need to be either more portrait oriented or landscape oriented. That's not a problem. You're going to come here to resize. And when I come to resize, I can choose landscape, okay, a 2:3 ratio. And now you see my grid stayed, but I have more width in my photos now. And I can do the same thing the opposite way. If I come to portrait, see how much thinner they get. So I would get more vertical height on my images if I needed. And then I could always also come back to background and come back to grid and sort of relay them out. So using background and resize are the two places you're going to go until you get the correct sort of look for your personal typography. So ideally you're going to start with square, and if square will not work, then try landscape or portrait depending on the orientation of your photographs. Now they all should be identical, so this shouldn't be that big of a crazy change once you get it into the grid layout. And then once you like how it looks, So let's just say you're happy with your typology and how it looks with that. You're going to name it up here, Typology Final. Okay, and then you're going to hit download, and you will download it as a JPEG. And it'll download wherever your downloads go for your personal device. I'll just open mine up here, and there it is. That is what I would turn in, except obviously my own images. Okay, so this will be uploaded to Schoology, so you can check this, and we will go over this in class as well.